Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Yes, Rasta, we're back again, and the discussion today will be about the Jamaica Constabulary Force and as it relates to promotion. And as one would say that when it comes to corruption, the promotion in the Jamaica Constabulary Force is the biggest form of corruption that exists, undermining other people's career and stopping other people's career and promoting who people want to promote, promoting their friends and promoting people for favor, even money too. Because I know people will get paid if you get promotion. About money around if people get promotion from outsiders. But what makes me so mad today, why I took up this topic to talk about, because a policeman by the name of Henry Reid retired from the Jamaica Constabulary Force recently after serving 41 years as a constable without promotion. Another constable that we must talk about is Antonio Abrams of the St. Anne's Bay Police Station. 30 years service. Now this man is still a constable after 30 years, and he was recently awarded Police Officer of the Month in the parish that he works. Now that means that the man is doing a good job, so why is this man not promoted? We also can remember Calvin Dripbar Sinnott from the St. Mary Division. This man serves 30 years and died as a constable. No promotion. And as a former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I'm terribly vexed about the situation, because I have known more police officers who have served for years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force and was not promoted, and this practice is still going on. And I do not know what the new commissioner will do about promotion in Jamaica Constabulary Force now. Although I know they have changed the criteria in which people have to sit an exam to get promotion. And even so, people who have sat the exams and has passed the exams are still not promoted. And the other thing that the Jamaica Constabulary Force have chosen to embark upon is, once you pass 35 years old, then your career is pretty much done in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You're not qualified to be placed on accelerated promotion after that age, which is I would say that it's a death to the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who have been in the Constabulary Force for years and have worked their whole lives without promotion, or were just promoted to corporal or even sergeant. That there is no more promotion for you after 35 years old. That is technically what the Commissioner of Police prior to Mr. Blake was saying. So now, Mr. Blake, this is a question for you. What are you going to do about the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who have served the Jamaica Constabulary Force with blood, sweat and tears for years and have passed the age of 35 years old? Are you saying that there's still no promotion for them? They are not qualified to be promoted? What about the men who have worked so hard for all of their lives? What about these men who I've mentioned before? A man died for 30 years service. 30 years service, and a man really died, having achieved the age of 60, and spent 30 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force and died a constable. What was wrong? Why was this man not promoted? As we all know, they look like them never have no friend in the work or no godfather in the work. Or look like them never thief enough. Or them thief too much. Which one was it? Because I cannot understand why you can have a man serving in the organization for so many years and you're still not promoting him if you do not have anything concrete that this man is a criminal or this man is involved in corruption. Because if a man is involved in corruption, what you should do is serve him with relevant documents and let him know of the investigation. And you either dismiss this man or you let him know that he won't be promoted because of these issues. But to hold a man in one rank for 30 years, no man, there's nothing. What that is complete murder. That is the only thing I can classify it as, murder. 30 years. How can you use a man for 30 years without promotion? How can you renew a man contract every year for 30 years without promotion? And on that note, I have a policeman on the line who have served the Jamaica Constabulary Force for years. And that man also has left. Probably I'm not even gonna ask him. Well, he can tell you what rank he left the organization if he wants to. But I think he has something to shed about the promotion in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And if he sees it as corrupt as I do, Carl, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna spare anybody today.
Well, you know. Well, listen. You know this channel, you know, Poetry and
I'm
Police.
gonna I'm gonna talk it as it
But
is.
we have to talk it as it is. We don't deal with rumors around here and we don't support criminal activities and we don't support any form of corruption, not even when it comes to promotion. So we have
Let's
to
talk
talk it
about
as
Jevin.
talk it as it is.
Let's start with Jevin Ben, Deputy Commissioner, when she was in charge of administration.
Yeah.
There was a corporal exam held at St. George's College Auditorium.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of police officers would remember that exam.
I remember that one.
Or will remember that exam. That exam consisted of English, maths, and police laws and procedures, where you had to get a certain average to pass.
Yes.
Jevin Bent, being the political activist she was, and still is maybe, most policemen pass that exam based on the average. And she denied those policemen in terms of them not passing. Her comments were, police are dunce. So much police can't pass. Because she was playing politics and she was trying to save the government money.
Yes, because every time a policeman is promoted, then the salary has to increase. And over the years, that is what they have used, not to promote people. That's why they choose. They choose between the ranks who to promote. And most people that have been promoted in the Jamaica Constabulary Force have to have a link to a senior officer or a politician or some rich people on road. Because you know, I've heard rumors. I might have not rumors. I know of people who money run for people to get promotion.
Right. So her comment was, police are dunce. So much police can't pass. Even after these policemen have worked hard, studied, and passed based on the average mark that they had set. You know what that woman did? She narrowed it down to only those who pass mathematics.
So I guess mathematics is police work then. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, I mean,
Blatant levels of corruption to protect the government from spending excess money.
but I mean, I knew that Juvin Ben did all of that. But there's one nobody commissioner office, nobody name of Stewart. He's even worse than Juvin Bent.
So I've heard.
He is worst. And well, I have had experience with this man. And this man does not care about police officers. This man care
I
about
used to teach
politicians.
psychology at training school.
They said one who taught us psychology at training school, who came to the
And
training
you
school
know-
as a
you know
constable and
what
was
his
promoted
name?
to sergeant.
You know what is his name?
I know his last name was Stewart.
No, man, they call him Ivan Pavlov Dog.
Well, he's no longer Ivan Pavlov dog. He's the Prime Minister's dog. He's Andrew Holness's dog.
Pavlov Dog always salivating.
Yeah, man.
So look at him every time you see that corrupt cop.
Yeah, man. 'Cause he pretends, and acts as if he pretends and acts as if he's not a corrupt police, but he's corrupt as they come. Because right now, he's the one setting the test for the Jamaica Constabulary Force at one point. I don't know if he's still doing that, but he was the one responsible for that. Because, he's the admin god.
Right. Ivan Pavlov, if my memory serves me right, was a Russian psychologist.
Yes.
Russian or German?
One of those.
Yes. And he was one of the best psychologists. And because he taught psychology at the training school during that time, they called him Ivan Pavlov dog.
Yeah.
Because Ivan Pavlov had a dog that was always salivating.
Yes.
And when you look at the individual, it's a striking resemblance.
But he's...
Anyway, as it relates to those guys that serve 41 years and 30 years, that's blatant corruption.
It passed corruption. So you are telling me that you have a man serving for so much years without a promotion? Why? I mean, why? Why use the man? Why not let him go then? If he's not qualified to be promoted, why keep him? That is the question.
Let me tell you why, Mr. Blake. Police work is a renewable one.
Yeah, we know that.
And every 5 years, you have to renew your contract. And this is after you have been through a lot of screening. And you have to pass all the tests. You have to pass the corruption test, not involving any corruption, whatever, Integrity Commission, you have to file, you know the whole works.
Well, party like that.
Right. So, if you allow a man to serve 41 years, that means you have renewed this man's contract 8 times. 8 times.
8 times.
Why are you gonna renew a corrupt cop 8 times?
But this is the thing, before you go any further. Once the organization come to the conclusion that you are corrupt, this is what they normally do. They would renew your contract probably for only 1 year or 3 years. Not the 5 years anymore. Like in my case, I was on sick leave, protracted sick leave, so they renewed my contract every year instead of every 5 years. Even though it's supposed to be a 5-year contract, they changed the rules and only renewed me for 1 year. So if a man is corrupt, most men who are proven to be corrupt, well, I don't know if they're alleged to be corrupt, they would lessen their contract not to 5 years, but 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. But if any of these men, if these men were kept renew their contract every 5 years, that means that there was no form of corruption against these men. So why weren't these men not promoted? That's the thing. How can you have a man serving for so many years? Even one of the police officers, as like I said, Abrams is just awarded police officer of the month for the parish that he works in. So why is this man not promoted?
And he's serving for 30 years, which means they have renewed his contract 6 times.
And even for the police officer, drip boss, now he's deceased. The police department is saying this man dedicatedly served the organization. So how is this man had served the organization dedicated for so many years and still was not promoted? Why you come and come talk about dedicated for now? You never promote the man. Why even give Abrams police officer of the month and you not promote him? Them just throw things back in after them face.
The police officer in St. Mary, I have heard that he took it so seriously. And it may have been contributed to his death. It may have contributed to his death.
Well,
so people are dying from the fact that they're working so hard and serving, and people who not even put out peace of what they do and get promotion.
Yeah, but it always happen like that over the years, because you have to be yes man, You have to be yes man. As a police officer, out there, you have your own opinion about stuff. They not promote you, because they want some yes man. Some little man run behind them and go pick up this here stuff for them and follow them instructions to the T, even though when it not relate to police work.
I cannot do that.
And them the man them promote.
I cannot do that. If you're not manning events for senior officers, you're not getting promotion.
Yes.
Because there is a security force or in the police force.
All right, now you speak of that.
There's a security company in the police
So,
force.
all right, speaking of a security company in the police force, you remember those police officers who used to work for Johnson, who used to be around on every construction site, even Seaview Gardens, I've saw them work. All they do for the whole of their lives is work on sites as security guards. So they are used by the senior officer to carry out duties and that related to policing.
So you'd see
And
these police
Johnson
officers,
did that.
you'd see these police officers at sporting events at the National Stadium, at Harborview Football Stadium, at Waterhouse Mini Stadium, and at Arnett Garden, Tony Spalding Complex.
Yeah.
And all these policemen operated under the radar of Tilford Johnson.
We know that. Then Tilford Johnson was the one running a security company. Was running a security company in the Jamaica Constabulary force, using the men who should be employed that should be elsewhere doing police work, doing security work. So he was running a private security company in the Jamaica Constabulary force. And it's not like people did not know about that, but nobody did anything about that. Nobody did anything about that.
These guys are senior officers.
Yeah, but he's a senior officer, so nobody did nothing about that.
And these men that were going to these matches, they were promoted.
Yes, they were promoted.
Not the foot soldiers, but the one that detailed the people to go.
Yes, not the foot soldiers. As usual, the foot soldiers are not promoted.
Right.
Yes.
So you have the Arthur Browns. You have the Specials. You have the Weatherburns.
Yeah.
You know, those were Tilford foot soldiers.
I know them because I've seen them in Seaview Gardens.
There's Lenky, and the list goes on. Right? And these guys were promoted, the Omo Kellys. Right? The Wally Faulkners. And these were their foot soldiers.
Yeah.
You know?
So them only look out for them people in the force. Like you if you are not doing their bidding or working personally for them, then you get no promotion, brother. You get no promotion. I've seen a policeman move from the rank of constable straight to SP, you know. In 1 year. In 1 year.
And then you have the poor ladies.
Well, that is a question for itself because, you know, most of the females in the force, some of the females in the force are sexually exploited. Some of them are sexually exploited for promotion, and some of them put themselves in the way for promotion too. Some of them see that as a stepping stone for promotion.
Let's backtrack to training a little bit. Some of them were heavy set.
What do you mean by that?
Big.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the FAT word.
Yeah, I know that.
They were heavy set.
Yes.
Couldn't manage a training.
Couldn't do nothing. You have to wonder how they make it.
They were exploited.
Yes.
In terms of a particular favors to go through training.
To go through training, we know that.
Right?
Yes. But it's not even just in training alone, you know. It continues even when they're out there working on the street, you know.
I know, but maybe them don't need to go through no training to do certain things on them their road,
but they still want promotion. They still want
when them their road to get promotion.
Yes. But some of them allow themselves to be exploited. That is because they have set their goals that they will be promoted no matter what the cost.
Organization. And these days women are in competition with men.
Yeah.
And they want to be on top.
We know that.
So we will go any miles extra to be above a man. So if I mean say they have to do certain things, I got them out.
We know that. I've seen it. Know of it.
And then you have the police officers who, if they not carry the senior officer children, go drop them off a prep school for them and pick them up back. If they not drop them off of high school and pick them up for the senior officer, then I'll get the promotion.
You know that?
Right? So the guys that will drop them and pick them up, them not have to do no work. That have to do them work for the day. Because them can't go do no policing. Because them have to sit down at the base, whatever base, and I wait for the time to go pick up and drop off picnic.
You know that?
Drop home wife too.
And do other errands too. So, you know, it does.
Wait. You have the ones them now where if there's any event, them have to transport the hog, the goat, and the cow.
And the cow.
And the liquor.
And the liquor.
And them man they get the promotion and them not gonna work.
The yard boy, them get the promotion. But let me tell you something now. Speaking of all those things, you know, the force had reached a level now where it would appear as if the only persons that they want to promote is the persons that are coming from university with a degree. And most of these degrees are not even in policing, are nothing to deal with policing. That is what this has gone to. Understand? And then if you are going to take only degree persons in the Jamaica Constabulary force now, then how it will go? And most of these people are coming, they are mainly here to do admin duties. So,
as a talk about degree.
I mean, I guess we are going to have everybody sitting in office.
As a talk about degree, if you don't have a degree in forensic science, you cannot be a constable today. Or an LLB.
So are you saying
Can you imagine?
so they have changed? So hold on, they have changed the qualification for the Jamaica Constabulary force to that now?
Apparently, that's what they're doing.
Yes, but I mean, remember poor people picnic drive police work, you know. And
We know of a poet, an author, who is a constable. She's at St. Andrew North.
Okay.
We had a commissioner who was an LLB in Francis Falls. You remember that?
Yeah, Francis Falls was the first one.
Yes, and no constables just graduating of LLB
Yes.
and degree in forensic science. So what you find is going to happen, what Jabin Bent was trying to prevent, she was just doing that in vain.
Yeah, because it has reached.
No more than ever, the government will have to pay out monies.
Yes, because
When these persons are promoted, because they have to promote them people straight from constable to sergeant.
right, because that is the thing now, you know. Once you come in with a degree, then you're promoted from constable to sergeant, and then you're added to the accelerated promotion.
Sergeant for the operation and 10 inspector.
But then this is the thing about it, you know, my brother. You will have a man serve in Jamaica Constabulary for 20 years, and it has come to a point now where he decides that, listen, I'll come off of the street and I'll go back to school and get a degree. But guess what now? This is the disappointment now. He is too old. After serving in Jamaica Constabulary for 20 years, you're going to tell you that you're over 35, so you're no longer qualified to be promoted over the rank of inspector. You are not qualified for the what did you call it, advanced promotion program, the accelerated promotion program to be promoted, even though you are qualified with a degree and so forth. So because they are saying you are too old, because they want younger people in the force these days. So you have to be young nowadays, under the age of 35, and have a degree for you to move forward in the force nowadays. And this is the direction that the force is going, because they feel that it is the best way for the force, that we should not promote old men. That once you have reached 35, then if you are 35 years old and you're still a constable, that means you're not going to get the promotion for the rest of your life unless you have kissed somebody's ass.
The accelerated promotion program has become obsolete.
Yeah, but the program was shut down, you know. The program was shut down, you know, Squaddy. The program was shut down one time, and then Ellington opened the program and dropped his daughter and his friends' kids in the program, and then it was closed again.
I know. But
So,
what I'm saying is that based on the persons they are now recruiting, that program has become obsolete. Might as well you join from scratch. And that's what's happening.
yeah, but the accelerated promotion program is merely for the members in the Jamaica Constables who are already serving. Not for the
I
ones that
know.
are coming from university and join the program. It's a different program.
I know, but might as well them just say join with a degree.
Then
Because that's what's happening.
because everybody is falling back to the Jamaica Constabulary force now because it's a job that you have to get your pay and
Yeah, because them can't get no job in the site, in the public sector.
it's a secure job. So these people don't want to be police officers. So they only join the organization
No,
because
they
they
don't
can't do
want to
better.
be.
They only join
They
the
want a
organization
salary.
as a stepping stone because they don't have anything better to do.
They want a salary, and what they're going to do is come and create a bottleneck in the
Yeah.
system in terms of promotion.
Yes.
I would like to see how the government is going to deal with this. When they're going to pay out all these monies in terms of senior officers, you know, let's see how it pans out.
Boy, that now go pan out well, but like you said, I could see it pan out. But the corruption with promotion, brother, if this commissioner don't stop that now, then it is going to get worse because the old people who there a long time need to be promoted too. They have been working for years. So like Lucius did when Lucius came in was promote some of the old people. Lucius was one of the savior for some of the people who did all 35 years service in the Jamaica Constabulary. Because he promoted some of those old men.
Dr. Kevin Blake, I personally don't know him. However, I have classmates that went to university with him. And they're telling me that he's a good guy.
Well, everybody's saying Kevin Blake is a good guy. I have met
He's
the
a
man.
good guy. I only hope he doesn't listen to what people are saying about his uncle.
Yes, Ellington. Yes, we know it's his uncle.
I only hope he doesn't listen to that. Don't get distracted by that.
But
And focus on the transformation.
but I know this is. I know we are talking about corruption as it relates to promotion in the Jamaica Constable Force, and that it is the biggest form of corruption in the Jamaica Constable Force. But now that we have hit the Commissioner of Police, Kevin Blake, that people would say that the first move that the Commissioner of Police did the other day was talk about the gender thing in the Jamaica Constable Force, that they want to stop calling female police, woman constables, woman sergeant, etc., etc. I know I was talking to somebody about it because I did not do a video about it even though I wanted to change my mind because I spoke to somebody who was close to the organization, to his office thereabout, and the person said, you know what, Blake, the commissioner does not even have anything to do with this gender thing. It's just something that he has to run with. So now the puppet is being strong, and there's nothing puppet can do about that. And that is merely what Kevin Blake is. That's why they did not choose even Fitzbailey over him. Because that is the thing. He's a bigger puppet than Fitzbailey.
I'll endorse what you say.
Blake is a very quiet man in a reserved person. You know.
But
And he can't follow orders, so that's why he's there.
if you check where the force is going, and if you check the age difference, Fitzbailey, 58, maybe 56, 58. Ivan Pavlov, dog, 56.
No, I don't want to even hear about Ivan Pavlov, you know. Because that man is so corrupt that even the clothes when we wear is corrupt. Stuart, no, if he get no more promotion in Jamaica, he must never be commissioner of police because Stuart does not care about police. All Stuart cares about is politics. Because this man personally attacked my character and this man personally attacked my life and my pension.
Clifford Blake,
So,
56, 58. So Blake will be the best fit in terms of the transformation, because transformation means somebody has to sit there for years to work it and let it happen. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's why they went with Blake.
No, but the thing about it, Mr. Anderson was there for a long while, but let us see how long Blake is going to stay, and let us see what it is young now, so it is fresh. So let me see what Blake is going to do before me even criticize him.
6 years, maybe.
Yeah. So I will see what Blake is going to do right now. I know he's a puppet and on a string because I also know that this gender thing. Welcome back to Poetry and Police.